a lot of people aren't playing volleyball as much as they were when it was released, and even around the time of the CLG tournament. So this is mostly to help people that are like trying to get into it aren't that good, or even the people that are, pretty decent, but they're still losing to whoever. So I'm gonna go over some stuff from basically just people that are trying to get into it and want to get good at it. And I'm pretty much just gonna go through a lot of my serves, how I kind of, my thought process when I'm serving or hitting back and all that. And it should help out, anybody, no matter what skill level you are, unless you're like top player. But I'm sure Will's gonna have a comment on this, hopefully. So, so yeah, first thing I want to go over with you folks about volleyball is uh, I know a lot of people just have trouble hitting the ball. So for example, they'll do this and miss like that, right? If let's put the ball on this side, and if you have two controllers, obviously very good to help out with practicing later on. But like for example, something simple like that, they'll like whiff, you know, and when you're getting good, you're gonna not want to lose points to just making mistakes like that. You want them to really earn all the points that they get. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is be able to hit the ball, obviously, but people aren't that great at doing it consistently. And the best way, in my opinion, to do that is just practicing serves. And if you like grinding, this is perfect for you. If you don't, you might not like it, but if you're consistent, you're gonna definitely see improvement. So you definitely want to pick one character that you want to get good with and grind out some serves. So when it comes to serving, so just some more basic things real quick. You can hit the ball 4 times max. So one, that was bad. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously, right? And then 5, you can't hit it over. Some other basic things. The ball has a percent, right? I guess it's hidden. It's definitely hidden, obviously. And at a certain point, I think it's around like 38, 39%, you see like it starts getting flames right behind it. And I don't know exactly if there's like some bigger multiplier once it starts flaming, but obviously it goes faster. So the best, quote unquote, best way to serve is hitting it as much as you can, so 4 times before you send it over. And also, you want to get the ball to a pretty high percent. So you don't want to be serving like that. Obviously, that just gets it over, but it's easy for them to just set it up on their side and then hit you with a hard serve. So ideally, you want your serves to be 3 hits with a mix-up, with your fourth hit at least sending it to the deep end, somewhere over here, or to the, spike it, right? If you hit it in the middle, fine. But the best serves would be hitting it close or deep. I recommend definitely just Googling. Here, let me pull up the thing for Fox. So just SSBM Fox, or you could just go to SSBM Wiki and just pull up their damage. Scroll down until you see all their moves, and you'll see all their moves and their percents, the damage that it does. So the first thing whenever I try out a new character, so I play a few, Fox, Sheik, and some others, but for example, I tried learning some serves for Puff the other day, and the first thing I did was look at what Puff's strongest moves are. And the reason for that is because you want to hit the ball, again, like I said, uh, get it as high percent as you can before sending it over. So it's not just like a weak hit over where they can easily return it, or, return it pretty hard. So for Fox, I have Fox's pulled up right here. He's got, smash attack. You can't really follow that up, and a lot of other moves, obviously. So for the first thing I noticed that I knew that I can do consistently was back here, right? Nice and consistent, puts the ball somewhere that you can follow up, and you don't have to worry about messing with hitboxes, right? You can do like up tilt, for example, but that's going to be inconsistent. You might hit it a little farther, or you might not be standing on top of it and it goes somewhere else. So try to find a nice consistent first hit and obviously follow-up hits that you can land pretty consistently, right? Because if you're starting, you want to be able to at least hit the ball consistently. So, all right, I'll pause real quick and I'll show you what a good serve looks like. Okay, why was that good? Because, so I hit the ball 3 times, and on the 4th hit, I sent it over. And now, like I said earlier, you want mix-ups on your last hit. So here's a mix-up to that. So if I do that first serve with 3 hard bears and then finish it with another hard bear, and it sends it deep, they're probably going to expect that next time. But, here we go. Right? Now they're in the back kind of waiting for me to hit it deep, but I spiked it, right? And here, I'll show you the other 2 variations of that serve. This is the first serve I ever really practiced, and that's a 3rd variation, because they're probably going to be waiting in the back, or they'll probably do something early to try catching me spiking it with the falling up air. But then I hit them with shine, and it goes right over their head. And the final one I just showed earlier was just a late bear, which kind of covers some other options also. They might, if they're Falco for example, a lot of them will try to just catch everything with a dare. But if you hit them with a late bear, they'll miss it, I guess depending on how they time it also. It probably won't get the point because it's going to be going up and then bouncing to the back before it hits the ground. And they can react to that. And that's why you want serves to hit the ground fast. So if you have a serve and it's kind of like floating up here, you can find a better one. Most characters can at least. And there's several tier lists out there, but basically Fox, Falco, Sheik are your top tier. Falco obviously has a little bit of an edge with his dare and his shine mix-ups. But if you want somebody nice and consistent that isn't too crazy, I definitely recommend Fox. He doesn't have any super insane hitboxes, but it'll teach you how to hit the ball consistently. Okay, so we went over trying to hit the ball as much as you can before you send it over, and try to find the moves for your character that has good percent. So I think I have a couple of save states here. So, oh yeah, save states. Huge if you want to grind. And it's so easy. It's just shift plus one of the Fs. So I think it goes up to 6, does it? 7 even? 7, 8. It goes up to 8. So shift plus F1 to save, and then just press F1 to load. So look, I moved over here, shift F1 to save, and then F1 to load, right? I go over here, F1 loads. So you don't have to worry about, you know, restarting the game or whatever. If you just hit like this, and you don't have to worry about getting another control and sending it back. Just load your state. Practice your serve. If you're trying to do, you know, that 4-hit serve and you mess up, I mean, it's still going to be on your side, you're fine. But if you do something like that and you didn't mean to, just reload it, practice